back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christy and welcome to another collaboration video. This collaboration is a Christmas cookie swap collab. So you guys are going to get a whole bunch of different recipes for some low point Christmas cookies. So this one is being hosted by my very good friend Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate. So first and foremost, thank you, Joan, for including me in this collab. So I am going to list Joan's channel as well as all the other, I think there's about 10 of us in on this collab. I'm going to list all their channels down in the description box below. So as always, please go check them out. Let them know I sent you. See what they have. I think this is going to be a really great collab. And also, if you're coming to my channel from one of their channels, please put in the comments who sent you here so that I can thank them for sending you my way. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So make sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload new content. Welcome, my name is Christy and I am planning us healthy. So for this collaboration, honestly, you guys have known about this for a little while, but I had no clue what I was going to make. And the reason being is there are so many, when I think of Christmas cookies, it reminds me of my grandma, because my grandma and I used to make Christmas cookies together. And it's been a long time. She actually passed when I was, I think, like 25. I'm 48 now. So this kind of brought me back. And there's so many different cookies that we used to make together. The biggest memory I have, the one cookie that I think I remember the most, and I think it's because they were my favorite, was the peanut butter blossoms. You know, the little peanut butter cookies with the Hershey's Kiss on top. But I think I saw that somebody is already making peanut butter cookies, so I passed on that one. And then I thought about haystacks, and it's not necessarily a traditional Christmas cookie, but we used to make haystack cookies at Christmas time. Here's the thing. I don't remember how we made them. I don't even remember like what went in them. Like I said, I was really young when I used to make these with her, so I just kind of put my own thing together with these cookies. So in order to make these cookies, my goal on this recipe was to keep these cookies 1 point each. And so I am going to be putting this recipe together for the first time with you guys. So hopefully this comes out. From my estimates, from me building the recipe, I'm going to come up with 42 cookies and we'll see what it looks like. So I am calling these cookies crispy peanut butter fudge cookies. So let's head over and start on these cookies. So I'm going to show you what we need for this. So I'm going easy and I am using box brownie mix. So this is the Pillsbury sugar-free brownie mix. It's the chocolate fudge, and that's what I'm using for this recipe. It's going to be a really easy recipe. Then the next thing we are going to need is 2 tablespoons of PB2. I've already weighed it out. I don't measure these. I actually weigh it on a scale because it is more accurate that way. So 2 tablespoons of PB2. I have 3 tablespoons. Again, I weighed these out as well. These are mini semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I get these from Publix. So 3 tablespoons of those. I have 1 egg. I'm going to use just a little tiny bit of cinnamon, maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. I'm also going to need 1/3 cup of water, which I haven't gotten yet. And for the crunch, if you guys watch my meal preps, you know that this is my cereal of choice. I love Fiber One cereal. And that's what I'm going to use for the crunch. So I'm going to measure out 2 cups and I'm just going to crush them up. I'm going to actually weigh it on the scale so that it's more accurate. So for 1/2 cup is 30 grams. So I'm going to do 120 grams. And so, as you can see, if I would have measured that, I would have gone higher. You can't really tell, but that's my 2 cup line up there. So, see, it is a little bit less when you weigh it out. My oven just beeped. I had my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And I've tapped a cookie sheet. I actually have a cookie sheet that I have lined with some parchment paper, and I've sprayed it with olive oil spray. And now what I'm going to do is just dump this into a quart-sized bag. And I'm just going to crush it up just a little bit. So I'm just going to use my rolling pin and just kind of crush it up some. I don't want it into like a powder. So again, I'm not crushing them into a powder. I'm just crushing them so it's just a little bit smaller pieces. Alright, now we're going to put all the dry ingredients in the bowl. So we've got the brownie mix, now the PB2, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And just mix that up a little bit. And then add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1 egg, a tablespoon of the unsweetened applesauce, the chocolate chips, the cereal, and 1/3 cup of water. And just mix that up real good. And this is going to be a kind of a thick consistency. So it kind of reminds me of like the no-bake cookies, the consistency. It is definitely going to be a very thick brownie-like consistency. Alright, so after they're all mixed, now what I want to do is get an idea of how much the whole thing weighs. So first thing I'm going to do is get my rubber spatula so I can make sure I get every single bit. Because I need to try and estimate how much each cookie is going to be. I was almost thinking of just spreading them out. That's something you could do, is just spread them out on the pan. And then just cut them into pieces when after it's done cooking. So that's an option that you could do. So I'm just going to plop the whole thing on there. I actually have a piece of parchment paper down that I'm using. And I want these to come out to 1 point each, based on the way that I built the recipe. So I'm going to do the best I can. Okay, so we have about 675 grams. Doesn't look very appealing like that. So I'm going to try to get 42 cookies out of this, which means that each one is going to be about 16 grams. So I'm going to take my tray here. Let me try and back you guys up just a little bit as I drop things. And I'm going to just see how much that's going to be for 16 grams. So this is the only hard part when you make your own things, when you come up with your own concoctions, is that first time that you do it, you kind of have to do this. This is the first time I'm making these. So we're going to try to get 16 grams, and I'm going to try and get 42 on here. Okay, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to shut you guys off for now, and I'll come back to you when I have these out on the tray, because I know you don't want to sit here and watch me do this. Alright guys, so I ended up with 42 cookies, and they actually are a decent size. So These will end up being 1 point. I was shooting for 42 because I already had it figured out, and based on this, these are going to be 1 point for all programs. Blue, purple, and green, they're 1 point. Then if you're on blue or purple, you can have 2 of them for 2 points, or 3 of them for 4 points. If you're on green, you can have 1 for 1 point, 2 for 3 points, or 3 for 4 points. So on all 3 programs, 1 of them is 1 point, and if you go to 3 of them, it's 4 points. So now we're going to bake these in a 350-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we're going to let them cool after that. So I'll come back to you after we're done baking them. All right, so now they've been baking for, I had them in about 11 minutes. So as you can see, they really look like no-bake cookies. So I'm just going to put them on the tray. They've actually been sitting. They're pretty much cooled down already. And some of them flattened out a little bit more than others, so some of them look a little bit different in size, but they should all be about the same. So I'm just going to put them all on the tray, and then we will test them out. All right, so here are the cookies. So as you can see, let me see if I can get it to focus. They look really good. Okay guys, so now the moment of truth. So this is 1 point. You can see in my hand how big it is. I really like them. The consistency, okay, so the cereal is not crunchy like I was thinking it would be. Makes sense because you're mixing the cereal in with water and everything, but these are good. The consistency is different. This is like a chocolate brownie cookie all rolled into one. So I really like it. Now the test is going to be if my husband likes it. So we'll have to see what he thinks. I like them. It's on me.
Thumbs up!
Okay, he gave it a thumbs up. I really like them. I think they're really good. Alright guys, so that's it for me. So I want to thank Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate for hosting this collaboration and for including me. Again, make sure to go down in the description box and check out all their channels. Go see what they're all making. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of good Christmas cookie recipes in this. I can't wait to go see all their recipes. So again, if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Make sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload new content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. I'm Christy and I am planning us healthy.